I made the world's first reverse Costco hot dog. This beautiful amalgamation of my 3 a.m. thoughts and the legendary Costco hot dog puts a tear in my eye while I admire the golden brown panko crust bun made of the classic dogs melded by my food processor, deep fried to crispy perfection. The glizzies, as the people over TikTok call it, is made of a homemade baked Vietnamese baguette or banh mi, and to top it all off, finely chopped white onions, seaweed flakes, some sriracha, and Japanese mayo. Before I show you how I made the reverse Costco hot dog, first I want to pose a question. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Quite frankly, I believe it is a sandwich. Some may say that it could be a taco, or just a hot dog, period. Fight me down in the comments below. Anyways, let's finally start making this abomination. But hold on, I'd like to tell you guys a little story about how I originally thought about this idea. So I was scrolling down Reddit and I saw this picture. Yeah, and funnily enough, that led to me searching for reverse hot dogs because I thought it was hilarious. But I hated how they haphazardly just split the dog in half, put a piece of bread in the middle and call it a day. I can't really be mad since it was just for the memes, but for some reason I took it so seriously. Fortunately for me, I love to eat, and I know a thing or two about cooking. So I entered Costco with a vision in mind. I then went straight ahead towards the freezer section and scouted for the Kirkland beef dinner franks that they use for their hot dogs, but all they have in my branch are Hebrew nationals, so I put it back and just went back to the food court to the self-paid terminal. Paid $11 with tax for 7 hot dogs. I know, crazy right? I freaking bought 7 hot dogs, but I need all the hot dogs I can get to make the perfect bun. Here's all my ingredients for the bun made of hot dogs. Yeah, the more I say it, the less sense it makes. If you need a minute, feel free to pause the video, but promise me don't leave, please. Excuse me, where was I? So to help my food processor, I cut my franks to smaller chunks, threw them all in. I added an egg, panko breadcrumbs, cornstarch, and let her rip. Here, I'm just spraying my hand with some water so it's easier for me to shape it. At this point, this slimy and unnervingly brain-like mush needs to be molded into a classic bun shape, and I will be rolling it into a log and wrapping it tight with cling wrap. I put it in the fridge and let it cool for about an hour. Now that the meat log is firm, pause on that. It's time to make the crispy breading outside the bun. I coated it in flour, egg wash, and panko breadcrumbs. And here she is. Stunning. I couldn't really justify using all my oil just to deep fry this, so I plan to patiently fry this at all sides. I preheat the oil at a medium heat for 20 minutes and made sure that the temperature is perfect using the wooden skewer method. Shout out to my mom for teaching me this technique. If it's bubbling, then you are good to go. Once the oil is ready, I fry each side of the bun for 5 minutes, each for a total of 15 minutes for 3 sides. The hot dogs are already fully cooked anyways, and I just want to get that deep golden brown color. Now that I think about it, I should have just titled the video how to make a corn dog and put this thing on a stick, but I digress. I let it rest on top of my air fryer tray for 10 minutes just so the bottom won't be soggy. The main hot dog will be made from banh mi, which is a Vietnamese baguette with a thin crispy crust and a soft and airy texture with each bite. To make this, I start adding some bread flour, sugar, salt, mixing them a little bit, instant yeast, mix, add some water, mix again, kneading the dough carefully. By the way, I don't want to just post the ingredients for the bread here and leech off of Apron's viewers. so I'll leave a link down in the description. Their banh mi recipe is fantastic, and I highly recommend you guys give it a try. Going back, we need some more. Punched it to release the air, shaping it into a big circle dough, cutting it into 4 equal pieces. Proofing, flattening, and stabbing each one with a fork. Rolling them like a block. Let it proof again. Scoring them, spraying some water, preparing the water bath. Yeah, I know my oven is dirty. My apologies. One last good spray, and then I leave it alone for 18 minutes. Here they are, the mini baguettes, the centerfold, the pièce de résistance. Even I was surprised at how crispy the crust turned out to be, as well as how soft and airy the inside was, considering it was my first time ever making banh mi. Well, there's nothing else left to do than to assemble the Reverse Costco Hotdog. I lay my bun on a decent looking plate. I cut it in half. Look at how delectable it looks. Before placing the bread, I first toasted the banh mi with shredded mozzarella with my air fryer. A moment of silence, please, for this coronation ceremony. And there we have it, folks. The legitimate Reverse Costco Hotdog King. Oh, but we cannot stop here. What's a hot dog without toppings? Do you remember when Costco used to let us grind our own onions to our heart's content in the condiment section? Good times. Well, no worries though, cause I lucked out and got the last cup of onions in the food court. Anyways, there will be no shortage of onions or halitosis in this video, so I cut the seaweed into flakes cause why the f not? I added sriracha, Kewpie mayo, and that's it. There she is, my most beautiful creation yet. And they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So Joshua Wiseman, this one is for you. B-roll. Hi guys, it's 1 a.m. Took me around 7.5 hours to make this monstrosity. The Reverse Costco Hotdog. Let's do a quick taste test. Voila! Bon appetit. I don't know where to begin. It tastes like shit.
Bruh.